Hey guys, it's Kat from Parkour YourCity. I'm so excited to show you what I've been doing. I'm interviewing these amazing people all around the world, and they're gonna tell you why you should start doing parkour. Unbelievable. So please watch my interviews. So, hi everybody, it's Kat from Parkour YourCity. I'm so happy to be there with you tonight. And I have a special guest. Oh my God, I'm so honored to have you with us tonight. So it's Omar Zaki. He's from LA. I mean, he lives in LA now. Where are you from originally?
I was actually born in Dubai. I'm half Egyptian. And then when I was young, my family moved to Washington, D.C., and then I moved to Los Angeles to pursue the entertainment industry maybe 4 years ago. Yeah.
Wow, that's so great. That's why your name is amazing. All right, so you began parkour in 2010?
Ooh, you've done your research.
I did.
Yeah, 10 years ago, pretty much.
Wow, and where you were in United States, right? Already.
Yeah, so I was living in Washington, D.C., and funny, before I started parkour in 2010, in 2006, I started seeing, a lot of parkour videos on YouTube, because that's when YouTube was created in 2006. And I think I was 12 or 13, and I thought it was the coolest thing I've ever seen, just people jumping off of buildings or doing backflips off of walls.
I'm 38, and I just found out about parkour, and I think it's the most amazing thing.
Really?
So I understand you. Yeah.
Welcome to the journey. But I watched it for 4 years, and I never ever considered that I might be able to do it. I just I thought it was for incredible people that weren't me. But then 4 years later, a parkour gym opened up in Washington, D.C. called Urban Evolution, and I decided to go there with my friend, and we took a lesson, just super basic, how to do, Kong vault, monkey vault, arm jump, climb ups, whatever. And we just fell in love with it. And we stopped playing all other sports. We stopped playing soccer. I was on cross country and track team, volleyball, swim team. Like, we dropped absolutely everything. And we started doing parkour, like 2 days a week. Then it was 3 days a week, and then 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. We were doing parkour like almost every single day after school. And
oh my God.
Yeah, just absolutely fell in love with it.
But that's how you become very good at parkour. But I guess any other sports or art, you have to practice obsessed. A lot, and you practice every day, almost every day. And wow, that's amazing. I mean, you have an incredible bio.
Thank you.
Yeah, like you are sponsored. You are still sponsored, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of 18 athletes sponsored by World Freerinning Parkour Federation. That's amazing. How long have you been sponsored? 2 years?
Since 2014. So 7 years now.
Wow, and you've done live performances for mini expos and shows and festivals. You're also a choreographer and actor. Oh my God, stop me. You're amazing.
Thank you. I'm working on just becoming as well-rounded as possible. I'm not the best at anything, but I love doing everything. And so I pursue acting, I pursue parkour, I pursue stunt performing, I pursue voice acting, I pursue my YouTube channel and creating videos and learning to edit and film and just make videos. So I'm not the best at anything, but I like being well-rounded.
But that's good. As a being, you have to expand on what you like. It can be many things. It can be one thing. Do you have a company yourself, or it's more like just your name as an athlete, or?
My business is just my name at the end of the day. My YouTube channel is my name. I try to have all my websites and my profiles all my name because, you know, people aren't going to hire a business that when they come to me, they're going to hire me as a performer or as a filmmaker or a parkour athlete or whatever. But when I make projects, I usually just make projects with my friends that I've known for many years. We've really have like a really good system now. And so we just work really well together when it comes to creating videos and creating ideas. And so it's not an official business or anything, but I pretty much work with the same people every time.
Oh, wow. Like you mean for parkour, like performances or like
No,
videos or everything?
For YouTube videos, like for creating YouTube videos. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Okay, let me ask you some questions. What's your age? If you want to share that. 26.
26.
Okay.
26.
Oh, you're so young. Good job. What do you like about parkour?
It's funny when I started parkour, like I've always been very athletic. I definitely was a natural athlete in sports. But there was just something different about parkour. There was something really different about it. Like no one ever had to tell me to go practice. Like I was on cross country. I was a very natural runner. Above anything else, my running skill was the best. I was a good runner. But I never ran like on my own for fun. I would always wait for practice and then I would run and then I wouldn't run again until practice. But when I discovered parkour, it's just something about it. Maybe it's because like I was a show off when I was young and so I wanted to learn cool tricks to impress people. But I think that might have been part of it, but that definitely wasn't the whole thing. Like there's something so incredible about learning to conquer obstacles, both like physical obstacles and then mental obstacles like fear and doubt, and to be approached with something. And usually your first reaction when trying a new trick or trying to do any new move, your first reaction is, I can't do that. It's so natural. I think we've been so taught to doubt ourselves that we say, no, I can't do that. But then parkour, it forces you to be like, okay, well, let me try to work this problem. Let me try to work around it and see what I can do to overcome this obstacle. And then usually, like, it's not even that hard. Usually it just takes a little bit of effort, and then you conquer your obstacle, your physical obstacle and your mental obstacle, and you have this great rush of, it's not adrenaline, it's happiness. It's like self-confidence that you get. Like parkour athletes aren't adrenaline junkies. They're problem solvers. And every time you solve a problem, like you feel good about solving that problem. And that's just what it is at the end of the day. Like it's just physical problem solving. It's like doing a Rubik's Cube. Instead of with your hands, it's with your entire body. You're solving problems.
Oh my God, this is so true, And like parkour, like basically it's kind of innate, I think it's like, I mean, you use your body. So obviously I found out anybody can do parkour. I was watching that 70 years old like guy the other day, like doing parkour. Obviously he's not like jumping on walls or like roofs, and things like that. I'm not either, not yet.
But it's parkour.
But exactly, it's like you use the city and it's your gym. It's like there's no limit. So I totally agree. And that's how you feel free. You feel freedom and accomplishment. And like you say, you don't do like things if you're not ready or if you're too afraid, or I mean, you're gonna go like step by step and little by little. But that's how you build your confidence, and you achieve like greater things.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love people
just
with
talking
parkour,
just talking about it again, like I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid.
I know.
Just talking about it, just reliving like the first years of my parkour life.
Absolutely. And that's what I tell all my clients, all the people I coach, I coach like kids and adults and families and women and men. And it's just so like anybody can do parkour because, you know, it's natural and it's things you were doing when you were a kid, like you
Yeah.
said, you know, like basically you go in the park, in the playground, and you do all these little things. And like, it's funny, I told them after after 2 weeks, you will see the city differently and you will go play with your kids in the playground because usually adults, they don't. And all my clients, they told me, yeah, it's true. Now I go on the rocks, you know, and I jump like the fence, you know, and I go in the playground. It's so fun, you know?
Yeah,
and that's what
incredible.
I like. Like you said, yeah, and like you said, it's like it brings more happiness. It's really that. It's amazing. I mean, why should people do parkour? For your viewpoint?
First off, I think it's really incredible what a person can do in parkour with just a little bit of effort. With just a little bit of practice, like you can take your physical capabilities and just like skyrocket them. Like most adults, I would say, like can't climb a wall that's their height. Like to just get up on top of a wall. And it's not a strength problem. It's a technique and an understanding your body and understanding how to move problem. So just with people just learning the right way, like they could immediately be able to do something that they weren't able to do, again, just by learning the right way to do it. So first off, I think it's important for people in general to like know how to get on top of things that aren't very big, to get over things that are in front of them safely, and then to be able to drop down from things. Like not a rooftop, not 5 meters, not 3 meters, just like 1 to 2 meters. Like how do you get down from here if there's a fire, if you're being chased by someone, if you need to catch the bus and there's a fence or a wall in your way, and instead of going over and then over, if you could just go across, if there's just a little fence in your way because you know parkour, you can save yourself essentially. But other than that, it's fun. It is a form of fitness that it's like tricking yourself into exercising. Like most exercise is, okay, pick this up, okay, do this 20 times, okay, do this 20 times. And it feels like work. It's not fun, and it's hard to get motivated to do that. But parkour, like it's exercise that you don't need to work for. It's fun exercise. And you can get very fit by doing parkour. You can lose weight, you can get stronger, you can meet really, really awesome people. The parkour community is one of the most inclusive groups of people I've ever met in my entire life. And that's one of the reasons why it was so easy for me to fall into this community. I mean, and I'm not just talking about the American parkour community. I'm talking about the world. Like I've traveled all over the world and met parkour athletes in major countries all over the place, and all of them are the same. All of them will open up their household and say like, "Oh, like you're staying here, you don't have a place, come stay with me. Like we're both parkour athletes. We'll go train together. I'll show you the cool spots around where I live." So yeah, you get fun exercise that you can really, really enjoy and get fit from. You can learn things that can actually be useful in your life, like getting on top of things or getting down from things. And there's an incredible community surrounded by parkour.
Thank you.
Top 3 reasons. Bam.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, I agree totally. Oh my God, it's so true. Amazing. Wow. I mean, is there anything you would like to share with the parkour community? It could be like tips or just viewpoint you have, or anything basically.
I mean, I always tell people when they're starting out that they're most likely to get injured right in the beginning, when they're learning everything at the same time. When they're learning everything, they're learning how their body works, they're learning new moves, and they're also really, really excited. And so they want to try things. So I always tell people to go very, very slow in the beginning, to find ways to work up to every move, almost every single move in parkour. Like there's a progression to go from zero experience to being able to successfully do the move safely without ever having to jump off of a cliff without ever having to throw yourself into like fear and discomfort. Like if you can only jump 1 meter, then jump 1 meter over and over and over and over again, and then do it in every different scenario you can imagine. Jump upstairs, jump downstairs, jump across the stairs, and just, it's problem solving. So you have to find as many ways as possible to work around a problem, and then you'll know when you're ready to actually tackle a move. If you're trying to do like a 1 meter jump up in the air, maybe, 5 meters up in the air, 10 meters up in the air, like that can be really scary, even if it's a really, really small jump. But just because now there's consequences if you fail. But again, if you do that jump, instead of jumping 1 meter on the ground, if you can jump 2 meters on the ground, then jumping 1 meter in the air is nothing. But it's until you do it over and over and over again, and you find as many ways to work around the problem as you can, that's how you do parkour safely. It's learning how to work around problems and work with problems rather than going, oh, I can't do that, I give up. You say, okay, I can't do that. It's, I don't think I can, but I'm going to try as many different ways as possible to come at this problem until I solve it. And once you learn once you learn what your process is, like for how you learn a new trick or a new move, once you get that process, you can just repeat it over and over and over again. And you can learn new moves so fast because you've figured out the best way for yourself to learn. So I think all that stuff is really important. It's really, I think, important to go with people that are maybe either your skill level or a little bit better, so they can help you and they can show you what to do and give you cool ideas. I always tell people to film like everything, because you need to see what you look like, because it's the best way to learn how to do something better or do something differently. And everyone's got a phone now, which is really, really great to watch yourself. What are some other tips?
I mean, that's great,
Yeah.
It's such good tricks you give. Wow. Yeah, I think it's going to help a lot of people,
Well, good.
Yeah, not to skip any like step, or like you said, like they get injured at the beginning and then they have like all this like recovery, or maybe they stop doing it. Or
people are most likely to hurt themselves in the beginning and then give up because they think they can't do it in the beginning. But and everyone learns at a different rate. Some people will be really, really fast, and some people will be really, really slow. But it's not about this competition between you and another person. It's you versus yourself. It's you. It's not the like, I can't do what that person can do. It's okay, like, how do I conquer this problem in front of me? It's you versus the problem. It's not anybody else. So that's what I find really important, that I've told my students over the years, is that it's really important to focus. It's you versus you. And that's the important thing, and how you work through these problems, because life like is the same. Like life is like parkour. Like you have to accept that life is a battle between you and yourself. Like you doing the things you know you should do, doing the things you know you can do, and not giving up when things get difficult or when you get hurt, whether it's physically hurt or emotionally hurt or whatever, financially hurt. Like, so I really think like parkour is an analogy for life. You have to learn how to work through problems, not just give up when there's some obstacle in front of you that that gives you some trouble.
Oh my God, this is so inspiring. Thank you so much. But we have the same viewpoint,
Yeah,
I mean, you say it like so well, and it's just amazing. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks to you. Wow. I love these interviews. I'm learning so much stuff. It's perfect. Oh, my phone is gonna die. Anyway, okay, what is your biggest accomplishment like with parkour? I mean, it can be in life too.
I think at the end of the day, it's just getting hired, getting paid to do parkour. Like I've now done many jobs where I've done parkour. I've done them in music videos. I've done them in commercials.
Mm.
I've done them for Ultimate Tag on national television on Fox. I've done it for World Chase Tag, which is airing right now. Like I don't think any one of them is my biggest accomplishment, but to just have taken this passion that I
Mm-hmm.
had when I was 16, 17, that I got absolutely obsessed with and was doing it 6 days a week and started making YouTube videos for fun and then started making YouTube videos like every single week because
Wow.
I really wanted to push this and pursue it, and then becoming a parkour instructor and teaching other people and getting access to these great parkour facilities so that when I wasn't teaching, I could be training and improving and getting better. And then to start doing like live performances because of that gym and the opportunities that they brought us as the athletes and as the coaches, to have just taken all of that and to now be doing it, I mean, professionally, like to get hired to do it is the best feeling in the world, to be rewarded for your hard work at the end of the day. Like
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
Wow.
still love doing it for fun, but
Mm-hmm.
it's great to be rewarded for something that you're passionate in and you've put in 10 years of your life into.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I have interviewed people like younger than you, and they would love to be paid for that. Like that's all of their dreams. You know, I have this guy. He's 16 years old. He's from Johannesburg, and he just got hired for RedBull Art of Motion, but he can't go until he's 18.
Oh
It's like it's
no.
I know it's like it's so amazing, and all these
What's his
guys,
name?
it's a I have to check on my phone. It's his name is pretty Otalelgo. Oh, I don't remember.
I don't think I know it. I don't think
Yeah,
I know it.
sorry. No, it's just recently, like yeah, just recently. But anyway, yeah, like I wish all of these guys and these girls, they can get paid too, like you have been doing,
Yeah.
that's like a
And
dream, it's a dream come true.
and that, like, what it teaches you is it's this positive reinforcement where if you work hard at something and you dedicate your time and your energy to it and you care, like, first off, you're going to get better. You're going to improve a lot because you're putting in that time. But then, like, if you continue to push down that road, you can start doing things professionally. Maybe not every person can do that, depending on just who they are and their skill level and everything. But for me personally, like, it just creates that positive reinforcement to be like, okay, I worked hard and it worked and it paid off, literally, when you start to get paid for something. And so it makes you want to do that more. It makes you want to work harder, to encourage other people to work harder, to pursue things that they're passionate about. So, like, just because something doesn't seem like a clear and easy path in the beginning, it doesn't mean that there's no path. It just means
Mm.
that you have to look a little harder. You have to be a little creative. And it means that when something happens, it's that much more exciting because it wasn't super easy. It wasn't
Mm.
the first thing that happened. It took time and it took energy and it took work, but it's all been worth it at the end of the day.
Absolutely. What could you tell these people, like, or what for you really helped you succeed to get professional, like to get hired? Like, was there anything you did, or maybe the YouTube videos, or was there something else? Or
Making videos definitely helped, but
okay.
I think so. First off, obviously, like, you got to have some amount of skill,
Mm-hmm.
and but you don't need to be the best in the world. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're trying to become a Red Bull sponsored athlete, then yes, you need to be like at the absolute top to become a Red Bull sponsored athlete. But there's different levels of professionalism. Like, so yeah, if you're winning competitions, if you're sponsored by Red Bull, you got to be really, top 50, top 100 in the world, essentially.
Right.
But I'm not that, and I was never that, and I'm working professionally. And I think that's because I made a lot of videos with people who had nice cameras, and I would take those videos and I would put them all together, and I would make video, like a demo reel essentially of my parkour skills. And I have always been very like business oriented in terms of how I approach this industry. Like, I know that I'm not the best. I know that I don't have the best skills, but I'm going to make myself look as good as I can with my videos, with my website, with my social media profiles, like, and how you interact with people. I mean,
Right.
like, you want to be a nice person, you want to be a friendly, kind person. Learning how to speak to people is really important. Learning how to advertise your skills and having conversations with someone, a director, if they're asking you, hey, like, what can you do here? We have this location. Tell me what you can do. You need to be able to clearly explain to the director exactly what you have in mind for any location. So being able to communicate clearly is important. Being able to create this video package, this photo package of yourself is important. I think it's important to learn how to edit videos. Although I feel like most parkour athletes do like their own editing anyway. But you don't want to have to rely on other people to make your product. Like, because if you have a parkour reel, just 1 minute of the best things you've ever done, and then you do something new, you just take one piece out and you put the new piece in, and now you still have your reel. You don't need to go to another person and ask them to fix it for you. So I think it's really important to learn how to do these things. Like, I made my own website just because of they make it easy for you online if you try, if you put in the work, because again, it's important to be able to take your skills and show another person what you can do and how you can help them. So for me, I think that's been the most important thing is again, I've never been the best parkour athlete, but I've always been very good at presenting myself in a professional way. And a lot of times, like, I've been hired because of it.
That makes sense. Totally. I think that's what, like the young people, that's what they need to make sure they do, you know? I mean, anybody, in fact. But
anybody,
the best way you could look, I think it's also to get to like a professional level, but not just in parkour, like in communication, like, how you present yourself.
It's like dating. It's like dating. Like, you got to make your dating app, but like your parkour videos, your parkour photos, your parkour biography.
Yeah. I mean, it goes together. Like the video, obviously, it goes with the parkour. It's like this because you have to record yourself. You have to film yourself so people can see what you can do, what's your tricks, or, you know. Absolutely. Like, what is your biggest dream? Maybe, I don't know, in parkour or in life?
For me, it's to take all these different passions that I have and continue to combine them all together and to create fun, entertaining content, whether that's on YouTube or whether that's a Hollywood movie. Like, the goal is to continue pushing myself creatively, acting, in stunt performing, in parkour, in filmmaking, is to just continue to push my creativity and just have fun and enjoy the journey and enjoy the process. I would love to be, you know, the lead in some action TV show where the character's doing parkour and then they're doing a fight scene and then they're doing rock climbing or something, or they're jumping out of a helicopter. You know, I would love to do something like that. But, you know, who knows if it'll happen. But all I know is right now I'm just pushing my creativity in every aspect that I can. I'm
sure it will happen to you.
Thank you. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to know. Okay, so what are you trying to achieve? Maybe you already answered, but this lifetime, it could be just you as a person or in parkour.
I'm just trying to achieve, I think, just balance at the end of the day. Just balancing all these passions along with just life and traveling and relationships and just balance. have a good balance and enjoy life.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Omar, for that interview.
Thank you for reaching out.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I think it's going to inspire a lot of people. And I mean, that's the purpose of these interviews, you know, to show everybody that anybody can do parkour and you can start at any age. And I mean, you can become a professional athlete or not, you know, but like give them some tricks and like why they should start parkour. And thank you so much. It was so inspiring.
You're welcome. And if people have questions, like they can message me on Instagram or my website. I always try to respond to everyone. So if people want to send me videos of themselves doing parkour and they want tips or tricks on it, then yeah, I try to respond to everyone. So my Instagram is at Omar Zaki 0. So if they have questions, they can just message me there.
Thank you. That's perfect. Did you like my interview? Well, there are 2 more right here.